Three things that you need to avoid once you start working. Number one, avoid buying a car if you can. I beg, please, do not buy a car, guys. If you do have to buy a car and it's a must, mind my words, and it's a must that you need a car. I mean that you must have a car. Then go for a car that's very, very cheap. Go for a Toyota Corolla. You can never go wrong with a Toyota Corolla, guys. I'm telling you. Toyota Corolla, it doesn't matter if it's 100,000 kilometers on that thing. You're gonna drive that thing till you get tired of it, even you. Do not buy a car. If you have to buy a car, rather go and buy an old car, like a Toyota Corolla. I'm saying that one because personally I know that you're not gonna have problems with that one. Understand? Do not buy a car, guys. If you're buying a car, make sure you buy a model that's old. I'm telling you, 100 kilometers there. Something that's about 150,000, especially in the current market. Buy something that's 100,000 if you can. I'm telling you. That you know you're gonna pay for it. Maybe in a month you're gonna pay 1.3, depending on how many years you want to pay it for. It's gonna depend on that. But like you're gonna pay for it maybe like at most 4,000 if you pay for it maybe in 3 years. You decide to pay for it in 3 years, you're gonna pay maybe 4,000 or 4.5 if it's 100,000 or 150,000. Around there. Do not buy a car. Engineers, do not buy a car. If you can help it, my brother, my sister, I beg of you, please. You're gonna serve. Trust me, I've been down that road. I'm suffering. Understand? You want to look shiny. I know the mentality. You want to look shiny. And let me tell you the story, guys. When I first got my car, right? I needed a car. I was actually one of those guys that didn't want to buy a car because the horror stories from my parents and me just, reading a lot of books and all that. I knew that buying a car is, it's a bad thing. Liability, you read all these financial books, while you're still there in varsity, you think you're going to be a millionaire. I'm not saying you won't be a millionaire. You will. You understand? You need to believe it first, before it can actually happen. But you need to put in the work, though, Yeah, so I was reading those books, saying Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad Poor Dad, saying, hey, you must not buy cars, liabilities. You must focus on building your asset column, And it's true, guys. The reason why that book sells is because it's very true. You don't believe? Go against the advice of that book. You will see. You're gonna suffer. You will see. You're gonna suffer. You're gonna suffer. I'm telling you. With the current climate, guys, with the current economy, like, do not buy a car, guys. I'm telling you. I beg of you, please. If you can walk, my brother, my sister, walk as long as possible. Start a business or something, that can generate income. It's hard, I know. It's hard to implement that. I know very well because I'm in your shoes. Like I went the opposite direction, I went the opposite direction. I was actually one of those people to say, no, I'm not gonna buy this thing, But because of work, I had to buy it. But the mistake that I did was that when I bought the car, when it was actually time to buy the car, I went for an expensive car. When I should have went for, for like a Toyota Corolla there from 2008 or something. that's like 100,000 or 120 or 150,000, then I'm good. I'm good, I know. Buy a Yaris, any Toyota Corolla that you can get. I mean, any Corolla or any Toyota model that you can get, you are good to go. I'm telling you. For the next 5 years, you are good to go. You save your money nicely. And live life. If you can help it, guys, do not. If actually you know what you can do, do not be like me and go pay around 7,000 or 6,000 for a car, when you could maybe take in that 7,000 or 6,000, you can take half of that money and then you go buy a Toyota Corolla there, and then you use that Corolla as a Uber. You find somebody else to drive it for you. You get money as Uber. You get money from the Uber. And you are making money. You just have an agreement with that guy. Say, hey man, look, you give me 4,000. I don't know, in 2 weeks, or 2,000 per week or something like that, and the rest is yours. You are having, money, like every single month you are making money instead of losing money. You see, you do that. Just make sure that you are able to cover, the costs that you would obviously incur, when buying that car, and the operational costs, like the loan or whatever, those kind of things. You know what I mean? That's number one, guys. Number two, hey, do not get a credit card. Do not. I repeat, do not. Hey guys, all these things, these are things that I don't know how I fell into this. I was one of those guys that used to say, hey, me, I'll never get these things. Because I saw firsthand, my parents, I saw how they suffered from these things. You know what I mean? Like credit cards. I saw, hey, this thing, hey, this credit card thing. I used to hear them complain all the time about it. And I'm like, when you're young, you're like, hey, I hate this thing. I'll never get that thing. You start working. Baba. You see the man. You see the man. You like, I can afford this thing. You want to build your credit profile, right? You want to build your credit profile. Now, when you can just open a store card, and banks are part to blame for this thing. You know what I mean? Banks and these financial institutions, they will say that, no, you need this thing so that you can build your credit profile, so that we can give you more things that are gonna burden you. You know what I mean? It's just backward to me when I think about it. Actually, like they're hustling us, these guys. Understand? So, guys, building your credit profile, it only takes a store card. Just open a store card, you get a credit profile. You know what I mean? You pay for it. You make sure that you pay for it on a monthly basis, and you don't miss a payment. You are good to go. Now they're gonna tell you, no, you need to mix these things. You need another one. Hey, it's good when you have another one, like a credit card. You need a credit card. It's gonna build your score. Okay, sharp. Go get a credit card. You think you're strong, man? Like you think you won't get choked? Get a credit card. You know what it feels like to have 10,000 or 5,000 in a credit card? Money just sitting there. Money just sitting there. Wait. Now you think you're gonna be disciplined. You think you're gonna be disciplined with that money, but you love nice things. You think you're gonna be disciplined, but you love nice things. How's that going to work? Just tell me, how is it going to work? Hey guys, do not get a credit card. I'm telling you, learn from me. Learn from a wise man. Learn from a wise man. But then wisdom comes from experience. Learn from me. Do not get a credit card. You will serve. I'm telling you. You will serve. Do you know the interest rate on that thing? Yeah. Guys, you know, I need to interview one of these guys that work there. These guys that work in banks and stuff. These guys that design these financial instruments. You know what I mean? I need to just interview them and understand from them. Like, my brother, what are you guys doing? Or my sister, what are you guys doing? How do you guys come up with these things? I think they call it financial engineering, these guys that come up with these things. So they're engineering. You know, engineering is all about solving problems, right? So to them, we are problems. To them, we are problems. We are problems. Our wallets, our salaries is their problems. They want to solve our wallets. Imagine, think about that. There are guys in there, you know, sitting down in the computer, like, you know, coding there, you know, applying the statistics to take our hard-earned man. I'm telling you, you suffer, learn from me. And you pay for it. Don't think that you're gonna run away from this thing. You're gonna pay for it. Crying. You're gonna pay for it crying. You'll pay for it. So number 3, guys. This video is actually taking longer than I expected. Number 3. Do not get an overdraft. Do not get an overdraft. Guys, banks. Oh, overdraft. This one, it's actually better compared to the credit card. If you are comparing the interest rates, if you are looking at the interest rates only, it's better. But it's more painful than a credit card. Overdraft. My friend, you will see your salary come in. Let's say, for instance, 20,000. 20,000. You have an overdraft of 5,000. Your salary, my friend, if you use all that 5,000, in most cases, you would have used it. 5,000. You know what they do? They'll take that 5,000 and they're gonna take it and put it and pay the overdraft. That's because it's gonna show there on your bank app, right? It will show there you're owing 5,000. It will have a minus 5,000 there at the bottom, and then this is your available balance at the top, right? So when your money comes in, and here it's minus 5,000, charge that day. So instead of 20,000, you are getting 15,000 now. That's your salary, 15,000 before deductions. Well, after deductions, because depending on whether you have deductions or you set your deductions on the first. It depends when you get your salary, basically. But after tax, yes, after tax, that's how much you are getting. If your salary is 15,000 after tax, if it's 20,000 after tax, you're getting 15,000 if you have an overdraft facility. Guys, I've seen things. Do not get these things. Top 3. If you wanna live a successful life, or you wanna enjoy your man, let me put it like that. If you wanna enjoy your man, you wanna save, you wanna do things, you wanna start a business, especially if you wanna start a business, guys, there's nothing that's gonna set you back more than buying a car, getting a credit card that you can't control, and getting an overdraft facility from a bank. Guys, these 3 things, There are stumbling blocks on your path to success. Thank you for watching the video. See you guys in another video. Let's go.
Tabarikina king. Kvala majita up blind.